Hello, Mrs. Patel. So I want to start off by thanking you for coming into my office to discuss Summer's diet today. Looking through his 3-day food diary, I came across a few things that I want to discuss with you. First, I think it's great that you prepare at least one meal a day at home because this allows you to control what Umar eats. So let's start by looking at Umar's body type. I see that he is 5'8" and he weighs about 119 pounds, which puts him at a BMI of about 1.8. Now, generally speaking, this is underweight, but we can discuss that later on. In addition to this, when looking at Umar's diet, I see that he's a little low in dietary fibers, calcium, potassium, magnesium, zinc, and the vitamins A, D, and E. But don't be alarmed because we can make adjustments to this by adding foods that are adequately equipped with these nutrients and vitamins. So let's start with dietary fiber. Dietary fiber is very important in maintaining Umar's digestive health. So adding whole grain products to his diet will be a good change. Foods such as lentils, whole grain bread, wheat pasta, broccoli, beans, these are all great ways to add more fiber into his diet. More dairy products should also be added because I see Umar does not have many dairy products in his diet. Products such as milk, cheese, and yogurt helps increase the calcium and vitamin D in his diet, which are very important for healthy bone growth. Getting Umar to drink at least just a glass of milk a day, either in the beginning or the end of the day, would be a good start. So moving on, potassium and magnesium can both be added to his diet by adding more fruits such as bananas. Potassium is an important nutrient in promoting healthy muscle contractions and a healthy heart. And magnesium is needed for a number of metabolic processes that occur in the body. So I guess that's all I see for the nutrients. But I would also add more seeds to Umar's diet because it's a great way to get zinc into his diet, and this is needed for immune system, for the development of the immune system. So maybe like taking out the snack bags of chips that he has for lunch and adding granola with seeds, pumpkin seeds, that would be a good change. So now moving on to vitamins. Umar seems to be deficient in vitamin A, which is very necessary for his eyesight. So giving him more leafy vegetables will be a great way to get vitamin A into his diet. Leafy vegetables include spinach, kale, things like that. Even just adding it with the lettuce and side salad that you have every night for dinner is a good way to get that in. His food diary also shows that he's deficient in vitamin E. And vitamin E is important in balance and coordination, which he definitely needs at this age. And again, spinach is a good way to get more vitamin E. So that's what he needs in his diet. But looking at it, I also noticed that Umar has a lot of sodium and sugar in his diet. And too much sodium can be bad for his heart in the long run. So the earlier we start, the better it will be. I see that you add salt to the vegetables in your side dishes. Maybe just leaving that out on some nights could be a good beginning. And also, like I mentioned before, just taking out those snack bags and adding more healthy alternative. I also see that Umar drinks a lot of sugary juices. It might be a good idea to start cutting those out. Maybe just decreasing his amount to 1 sugary drink per day or 2, but not with every meal. So again, after reviewing and analyzing all of Umar's inputted food diary, there are some recommendations I have. Although there isn't a set limit on sugar intake, it's always a good idea to limit that, like I mentioned before. Limit the salt in his diet. That, like I mentioned, again, just taking out processed foods is a good way to start with that. I would increase the amount of vegetables he consumes. Definitely leafy vegetables because as I mentioned, they have a lot of nutrients that the body needs, especially Umar because he's an adolescent and he's still growing. But other than that, Umar is a normal functioning 14-year-old boy and he's doing great. He's receiving the adequate amount of physical activity due to soccer and walking home, which is awesome. But yeah, so our job is to instill these healthy ideas. So the sooner we start, the better. And I would recommend keeping a food diary for the next couple of weeks and just tracking it like I did and just seeing how he's doing with these changes. And you can always call me or meet with me whenever if you have a question regarding this, or if you need more ways to add these nutrients into his diet. So if you don't have any other questions, that will be all.